I've chosen these forms because they're simple, accessible and impactful. There's a warm-up video that you can do first if you want to or you've got time. And there's also a posture video if you want to get geeky about your posture. I'll show you the form and you can practice it for as long as you like or as much as you've got time for. When you've finished your practice, step quietly back into Wu Qi and stand for a couple of minutes and just allow your yin and yang to balance. So this is actually more of a Qigong meditation or visualization. It can be done standing or it can be done sitting. If you are going to sit towards the front of a chair so that you can feel your sit bones, have your feet underneath your knees. If you're going to do it standing, try and stand in Wu Qi, standing posture. There's a posture video that I've done as well, just to help you really find your balance. So your balance is over the bubbling spring points, which are in the centre of the soles of your feet, just behind the ball of each foot. And we'll start there. So imagine those points plugged into the earth. And imagine that some Qi is bubbling up through those points. You can imagine it a little bit like a spring bubbling up, as the name suggests. And you can feel that cooling energy coming up through the bubbling spring point, and it's filling your feet, the soles of your feet, and even the tops of your feet. As that Qi bubbles up and up, you can feel it filling your lower legs. As you really remind yourself about the bent knees, you feel it helping your knees, supporting your knees, helping them not to fall inwards. As your knees move outwards, your sitting bones move inwards, you can feel that water, that Qi bubbling up through the inside front of your legs. Keep the sitting bones moving in, that Qi will keep drawing up into your torso, into your body. So leave that going, make the intention that that bubbling is going to continue, and take your attention now into your Dantian, which is 3 finger widths below your belly button and in the centre between front and back and side to side. Take your awareness to that place. And imagine that you can really feel what colour, what texture, what shape your Dantian is. If you can't really understand what I'm talking about, just take a leap of faith. Go there with your feeling senses, get a sense of that part of your body. And you can give it a colour that feels nice. So choose a colour that has a nice feeling for you. And imagine a little sort of swirling pool, a little swirling lake where your Dantian is. Check in with the bubbling spring, with this lovely Qi, the water bubbling up through your bubbling spring point, through your legs, up to your body. And then we have this swirling colour for your Dantian. Checking your posture. Checking that you're lifting with the lowest part of your belly, you're lifting the top of the pubic bone, sitting bones moving towards each other. Upper body stacked easily, and directly above your Dantian, travelling up the body, becoming more and more light, more and more yang. In the heart centre, there's a still pool. It's less swirling, less moving than the Dantian, and more of a sort of a calm space. Right in the centre of your chest, in the middle between front and back, side to side. And you can have the same colour that you had in your Dantian, or if it feels different or feels nicer to have a different colour, you can have a different colour here as your still pool. If you don't think in colours and you'd rather think in textures or tones, then think of whatever you like, whatever represents that sensation for you. So we've got the still pool balanced above the Dantian, which is a gently moving, swirling colour, which is balanced above both bubbling spring points, which is like Qi or earth energy bubbling easily up and up through the legs. Once that feels settled, taking your attention now to the centre of your head. So if you were to take a line between your third eye and the centre of the back of your head, where they meet in the middle is the very centre of your head. And just see if you can feel into a space there. You might be able to feel like a pinpoint. If you can, imagine a pinpoint of light. This can be white light, same colour as your Dantian or your heart, or something new. But take a moment to really feel a space here, a lightness here. And you might find that it automatically adjusts your posture for you. You might find that automatically the crown of your head floats up towards the heavens and lengthens the back of the neck. So you've got a still point of light in your head. That's above a nice still pond or a still lake in your chest, heart center, upper sea of Chi. And that's above your Dantian, an alive, sort of swirling ball of colour. And that's above the bubbling spring points in your feet, Chi bubbling upwards from the earth. Bubbling spring points bubbling upwards, Dantian, swirling ball of light, heart centre like a still pond, pinpoint of light in the centre of the head, and then your crown open to the heavens, to the universe. Imagine you've got special sensors on the very crown of your head that can communicate with the vastness of space. And feeling yourself balanced between space or heavens and the ground or earth. Travelling down, we've got the pinpoint of light in your head, the still pond in your heart centre, the swirling ball of light in your Dantian, and bubbling spring plugged into the earth. Just enjoy that connection for a few moments.